Hey guys, Casual Crono here. In this video we are going to do the quest Beneath the Twilight Blooms. It's the follow-up to Sin and Steel, and I believe we get Sinya's AS form, we get Akane's normal style, her 5-star, and Stellar Awakening and all that. And yeah, so this quest just came out a few days ago, so I have withheld from looking up anything about it, so I really don't know what to expect. We're going to do this whole thing in Master Difficulty. Here's my team. It's my Wind team. It's the one I go to test new things. Here's Sesta, equipped. She has a plus 50 power badge, and her awakened, or enhanced, whatever the E stands for, Fenrir proof. Tsubami. Melody, and she has a 2000 HP badge. Shani Alter with a plus 60 luck badge. Atoa in the background holding up some katana grasta. And Tome holding some more katana and an Avenger grasta. Sidekicks, Tetra and Guns. I think that's about it for the party. To start the quest, you can go to quests, go to the receivable quests, and you should see a mythos if you've finished Sin and Steel. If you click on it, Beneath the Twilight Blooms is there, and it tells you the starting location is Parallel Izana, and there's some of the rewards. So we are in Parallel Izana, and we are at the quest marker. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my walkthroughs, I tend to edit out the cutscenes so that way I go straight into the action, or straight to a boss, or straight to exploration. I usually set up markers on YouTube so you can jump to the parts of the video that you care about, which is typically either where hidden items are or how to defeat a boss. We are going to be in Master Difficulty, and yeah, so I'm sure this is going to start with a cutscene, so here we go. Let us start Beneath the Twilight Blooms. Quest accepted. My world's Shiguri is a little worried about Akane, so we have agreed to go and visit her. So let's see, let's get this set up. In progress, priority quest. Alright, so we are headed to the Fujin Dojo. Fugin? And that is in Inanari Plateau. So there's no reason to explore the town, we've already done that. So we're just going to beeline it straight there. Oh, really? Oh, whoops. Okay, don't do what I did, which is go down here. We need to head up a little bit. I would chalk it up to just, it's been a while since I played the Mythos, but I'm also a little forgetful. I don't usually have to run to the plateau. And I probably should have just looked at the map anyway. Alright, so let's look at the map. Well, that's easy. A nice straight shot over. And a sparkly. And it looked like... Oh. Alright, well, this will be a good opportunity to set the team anyway. We have it set to repeat. So we will Malediction, Depravity, Fierce Feline, not that that one matters, and Twin Blade. And that'll be good for clearing out trash. Cesta puts exposed and pain on the enemies, and then destroys them. Okay, obviously this is where we continue to go. I have no idea what this is. Oh, don't I have to challenge people? I think I did this already. Oh, no, definitely not. I know in the normal world you can challenge some people, but that was a long time ago. Okay. So this allows you to play back certain features. Okay. Well, I have no use of that right now. Spoiler alert, Akane altar lived. Okay. Well, let's go and click on the little quest marker thingy. Okay, that's good to know. Following that cutscene, despite the concept that the rebel army might be in the tunnels, for some reason Shigure wants to go to Nagsham. So let's go ahead and do that. Next step. Alright, that scene looks like we're going to the Kunlun Mountains. A little bit of backstory of Shigure and Akane, and a discussion including Kagurame and others. Alright, we are going this way.
Which do you like, dear?
And poor Alt Shion just wishing for a peaceful life. Alright, Kunlun Mountains and an automatic cutscene as we walk in. Alright, following that scene, which involved a little discussion, two discussions really. One, I'm holding a stone that apparently will light up as I get close to an item, which means I'm going to search this whole map for some treasure. If that does not interest you, feel free to skip ahead in the video. And the other part of the discussion revolved around whether or not Shigure wanted to marry Akane. Alright, so this I'm sure is a little review. Alright. So I'm just going to go kind of back and forth up each row. I didn't see anything glowing at the moment. Alright. Well, nothing seems immune to wind. That's good.
Return to shadow.
I guess there's not really new enemies. These are all the same ones as before. Alright, let's start off this way and then go back this way. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. I'm assuming something's going to glow. Screen, characters, my hand. Anything this way? No, an old treasure chest. We're coming up with onto a little sparkly. Relatively new addition on the maps. Let's beat up a horror.
Only death follows.
I've completely forgotten what these horrors are even like. I'm assuming Sesta can handle it. Yep. I shouldn't really be that worried, but
and that's okay.
Let's see.
Sesta will be your guard. I'm right here with you. Sesta's war will shout out the night. Should I treat your wounds?
Alright, waiting for something to glow. Still waiting for something to glow. Not seeing anything glowing yet. I think I've walked over half the map now. Or just about.
You were just another part of the mission.
Okay. Aha. Okay. So I hear a little sound effect and I see a light glowing. So what do I click on?
We can be cubes, and I can be hot.
Okay.
Which do you like, dear?
Oh, there's an X. Okay. Alright, so when my fist glows, what do I get? Ah, I get a proof. Alright, so spot 1 in the Kunlun Mountains. It's right up there.
We can be cubes.
So there's a little X that appears and my hand glows. Okay, now that we know what we're looking for, and the fact that there's a sound effect is nice, let's continue our search. Oh, I think I see an X right there.
Sesta did her best,
Alright.
and that's okay.
Okay, I'm guessing that must be... yeah, probably the entrance to the Rebel Army Cave? Okay, well, before we go in, yep, let's finish checking out the map. Nothing this way. Nope. Nothing up here. I'm assuming there's more than one treasure, but I guess maybe not.
Mel, me, and nightmares make three. Sesta's war will shout out the night. Phew, good job. I mean, whatever, dudes.
There's an X. I'm actually looking for the X's now more than Luring Shadows sword. Okay, so right there and right there are 2 spots that I found, and we still have this area to search. Alright, I think I stopped, well, basically right there at that passage.
Did her best, and that's okay.
Okay, we'll head down to the horror direction. Aha! Right, that time I missed the X, but sound effect worked. Another Luring Shadow sword. You'd figure it'd be katanas. Alright, so right there, and right there have been 3 spots. And the game doesn't seem to put these things behind horrors. Horrors are almost like optional content, so I don't think defeating the horror and walking back there is going to reveal anything else. So we're going to finish searching up this way. Nothing. Nope. Old treasure chest. Sparkly. Nothing. And I think this is the last stretch. Yep. Okay. So, I might have missed one or more, but the ones I found up there was a proof, and then right before the exit and then right below it were 2 Luring Shadow swords. So let's head back to the quest marker. I'm assuming that if I zone to another area, this little discovery stone only works here. But I guess you never know. If you're a completionist like me, what you can always do is go to the Another Eden wiki. Just Google up Another Eden wiki if you've never been there. It's a wonderful resource. It will have, no doubt, all of this information. Might have it right now. Probably does. It's been 4 or 5 days since this came out. But if I missed any spots, I'm sure it will discuss all the locations to go to. All right. Into the cave. A relatively short cutscene, and now we are heading deeper in the cave. I am going to... It looks like the marker is very close by, but sometimes that's deceiving. It might go like south and all the way around. Again, just like the Kunlun Mountains, I'm going to search every inch for any hidden treasures, secret passageways, and so forth. Again, if you don't want to see any of that, skip ahead to the parts you need. Apparently this one's pretty straightforward. Alright, next. Alright, following that cutscene, we tried to... I guess we successfully sold bombs to the army. And Shigure just found out Akane is on the way to the plateau. So, let's see, quickest way to the plateau... And we're headed down there. It looks like we're going to beat up a horror.
Only death follows.
These horrors have barriers. I think I did Sin and Steel with normal style Cesta, so I never really cared about barriers. Oh. Well, maybe I still don't care about barriers.
Take this.
Huh, I stunned the horror. Nice. Alright. The way this team works, for those that have not watched my Super Boss videos, Melody, after the first turn, deploys an Awakened Wind Zone, and Tsubame Alter, her Alter skill, because all Alter characters have this extra little passive, Tsubame's makes the zone last 2 additional turns, so now I have 6 turns of an Awakened Wind Zone. And Melody just needs a couple of turns to get ready to set it back up, so basically when it drops, Melody deploys it immediately, and I have essentially an infinite Awakened Wind Zone, so yay. Whether or not that is good or not for whatever I have to kill in this has yet to be seen, but that's how the team works anyway. And Melody provides healing, and Shani, of course, is tanking. So, pretty good team, if I do say so myself. It's not the current wind meta. If I had Shigure ES, he would be the tank, and Tsubame's still a powerful character, Cesta's still a powerful character. The fourth doesn't have to be Melody either, so... Anyway, oh, Major Trial, speak of the devil. Alright, well, I just explained how the team basically functions, so let's see if it will work against whatever it is we're about to fight. And if it doesn't work, we will make adjustments. Alright. Karakuri Distortion, I believe I saw. Looks like it has a barrier. Deal some damage. I missed what it said. To stop him from attacking, or something like that. Ooh, that's a lot of numbers. Alright, what's going on? Alright. So, when total damage taken equals 0, so in other words, if I don't go through the barrier, it gains a stack. And if it stacks to 9, it looks like it's going to wipe out my team. That's already a 2. Great. Alright, 2 revives. Alright, so it has a barrier. If I had known that, I probably would have switched to normal Cesta. So that might be an issue with this team. If I get wiped, we're going to try a normal Cesta. Alright, immune to statuses. So pain should not work unless I attempt pain 49 times. Which, actually, Twin Blade Wolf... Twin Blade Wolf actually deploys pain, but... Alright, I am not in a wind zone, so I think I'm going to have to bite one turn and chew on the barrier some. So we're going to Malediction. We're going to Depravity, even though pain won't take, supposedly. It says ignores target resistance. I guess we'll find out, but either way, the power, int, and speed reduction and the damage barrier from my party should still be in effect. Okay, I'm going to give Melody some power. Well, intellect, technically, and speed. And the party's wind attack. And this does 2 attacks, this does 3 attacks, and reduces wind resistance. So let's go ahead and do 3 attacks. and chew on that barrier some. And by the end of the turn, yep, no pain. By the end of the turn, I should have Wind Zone, and I can blow the AF gauge. Oh, look at that. Restacks the 50 stack damage barrier. Terrific. Alright, yeah, there's no way I'm going to do pain 50 times in one turn, so... Alright. Well, let's try it. We are going to blow the AF gauge, and we've already cast our 3s. Malediction, Depravity, though it looks like it cleared its debuffs. That's a buff, so it should still be active. And we'll do Wicked... Actually, we'll start off with a Twin Blade Wolf and get the... maybe we won't. Okay. So we're going to do Wicked Wolf. So 1, 2... 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then we'll do all 1s for a while and try and work in a magical smash at some point. Oh, what was that? Resists... Looks like it resists magic or wind. No, it's weak to a Wicked Wolf Sweep and Crusher Blow, so it's either weak... Well, it wouldn't be weak to wind. It must be weak to slash. Yep. Magic attack, resist. Magic attack, resist. Blunt attack, resist. Alright, well, it's an Eastern mythos. They all use katanas, so it makes total sense that it would be weak to slash. So, alright. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and 1. And try to work in a magical smash at some point. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. This is a very long barrier. There's the magical smash. Alright, now we're doing damage. Let's go ahead and get out a Wolf Heart release. Now that we've eaten through the barrier, maybe we can chew through the health. Well, that thing has a lot of health. Oh. Alright, looks like one Wolf Heart release during the AF burst can knock it down 1 life. Alright, this might be doable. Let's see if we can work up the stellar gauge a little bit. Okay, half a stellar gauge. Used up 1 life point. Now the issue, I'm sure he's going to put back the barrier. And until I can get the gauge up again, there's no way I'm going to be able to deal damage. Oh wait, pain's on there. Is he not clearing his pain? That's interesting. So he has pain, which should do damage at the end of the turn, but he's immune to statuses. So I guess once I chewed through the barrier and Sesta was attacking with her auto pain, that must be what happened. Okay, well that means at the end of the turn, if that holds, he should take damage. And maybe I can avoid that annoying fate. Okay, well anyway. This is turn number 3. So I should still be good for Fated Love and Malediction. So we'll Toad Street. We will Depravity to reduce damage and get the barrier. We'll go ahead. We just did that, but let's work on... I guess let's rebuff. And Crusher Blow. Not that it's going to do much damage. And by much I mean none. Alright, is Pain going to do any damage? Yes. I think I saw that he had 4 stacks last turn. He still has 4 stacks, so I guess if you can... So now he just has poison left. So I guess one trick might be once I clear his barrier, if I cast something that has a permanent pain. Oh well. Too much thinking. Alright, let's... Did he clear his debuffs? Yep, just like every turn. That's it. Buff and Crusher Blow. Try to get the gauge going as much as possible. Alright. Is the poison going to do some damage? Apparently not. Or he got rid of the poison. Yep, I don't see it anymore. Alright, so we have this. We are going to, let's see, we'll do 3s, 2s, and 1s while Wicked Wolf sweeping. So 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then all 1s. And try and chew through that barrier again. There goes the barrier. Let's go ahead and Wolfheart release in Jakku, Toad Stream. See if we can knock out the second life. Judging by how much health he has, that will probably do it. So I worked in a depravity this time. Yep, pain and poison are on there. Alright, that should be the last life point, which probably means he's going to be even stronger and more annoying. Alright, Melody's replacing the Wind Zone. Okay, so it seems like if I can get the AF gauge going, then I have a reasonable chance at beating him. So it would be in my best interests to try and fill up the AF gauge as quick as possible. We just rebuffed the team, so I'm going to attack. I am going to debuff him. I'm basically going to use the attacks that do as many attacks as possible to get that AF gauge back. In fact, I have 4 Divine Wolf stacks, and it looks like I don't necessarily need all 4 of them, so I'm going to blow one of them now. I'm not going to do any damage, but that will give me multiple attacks to charge up the AF gauge as quick as possible.
There. Take this. Set the floor, we'll shout out the number.
Alright, come on, gauge. Alright, I've got the gauge filled up. Wow. He actually took out Alter Shani. Alright, I don't think we have a choice, guys. We are going to have to blow the AF gauge and hope for the best. I'm not in a position where I can reincarnate yet. So that means Crusher Blow in Jakku. I'm cloned right now. and magical smash. So we're going to do 2, 1, 2, and then all ones. Try to eat through the shield with just 3 people, which is a little risky. But if I don't, he's going to attack someone else, and if Shani got knocked out, then whoever he attacks is going to get knocked out. So we're going to do 2, 1, 1. Actually, 2, 1. Yeah, let's do 2, 1, and 1. This is a 3 times attack. So 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Alright, I see damage now, so we're going to switch and start doing Wicked Wolf sweeps. Oh, or Twin Blade Wolves, I mean. Burst. Looks like this might work.
Sesta will not let you dirty her world.
Looks like there's still a sliver of health left. That's not good. Well, let's do the 3s. Alright. I didn't think it had any health. Okay, so a sliver of health left means that he's defeated. Though he took out Alter Shani, that's not good. So, just initial thoughts. If I had to do this fight again, I would switch Sesta to normal Sesta, not Sesta AS. Because normal Twin Blade Wolf barrier pierces. And if I'm reading the description right, that means she should cause damage every turn regardless. That would be my initial thoughts. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, following the fight and that scene, we are now headed to the Cat Shrine. It sounds like we have an important event to witness. So, Cat Shrine. And here we go. Okay, I lied. Now, here we go. Yep, movement freedom will be restricted. Proceed. Oh, yes. I'm unable to switch maps. Oh, I can actually move around. Alright, looks like there's 3 places for me to talk. And it doesn't look like I can talk to the others. And the first place is over here in the shrubs. Oh, Tsubami. Cute. I have to admit, I liked Shion's little shudder during the wedding sequence. Alright, so looks like that replays the initial scene, so nothing down here. Can't steal the presents. Alright, one last group to talk with. Best girl Izuna. And Kagurame, one of the few characters I still do not have. Technically all 3 pretty much wore what they always fight in to a wedding, but Yeah, whatever. Alright. Oh, there's the end quest marker, the little crown symbol. So I guess it's time to wrap this up. Alright, quest complete. So, the end sequence, we saw a whole bunch of people enjoying the fireworks that weren't invited to the wedding. Got a little cameo appearance from Noble Sukiya. It'd be really cool if she had her alt Sukiya finally got an AS form. It didn't really seem to imply that, but it'd be really cool if it did. I used alt Sukiya for a long time in my fire team. And Aldo chatting about marriage and everything, and the one thing that bugged me, even after they were married, Akane kept calling him Lord Shigure. You'd figure she dropped the Lord part or something. She still sounded very formal, but whatever. Alright, that was actually short and sweet. I liked that it didn't drag on for like 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, I think, I'm not sure about the total time with the cutscenes, but it feels like it's only been like an hour or hour and a half. Alright, so follow-up. We have some star charts that we can use. I can switch between maps, thank you. Alright, let's head back. Restore health. Yay. Okay. So let's see. Star charts and tomes. Alright, first of all, Katana. I think those were Senya's star charts. It's either going to be Senya or Akane. Yep, Senya. Alright, so just by doing the quest, if I click on his stellar board, we have the 3 star charts to Stellar Awaken Senya's AS style. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Yay! Now, I ran, when we first got Senya from Sword and Steel and we opened up his dungeons, I ran it until I got at least 80 Shadow, and I must have kept running it for a little while extra. So that means I can fully awaken his board. Yay. And then with all Stellar Awakened characters, I drop 8 high-class scrolls to get them to 81, just so when I sort by level, it's easier to find them. Now let's see. His normal style Stellar character is level 90 right now. I never did get him to 100, but very few are at 100. And now his AS style is 81. So let's take a look. His stellar skill. Fire attack and shade attack goes up. He does a fire / attack times 2 4 times. That looks a little weird. Each one is 4 times. So is that 8 hits? That seems odd. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it. Alright, looks like once it's used, Senya is stunned, regardless of his resistance to stun. Alright, so want to bet that his stellar burst means he's not stunned? Alright, let's see. Additional effects. As he stacks Blade of Skill, and the strength is improved by Blade of Strength. Alright, so the 30% seems to be improved based on how many Blade of Skill stacks he has. And then the damage, if I'm reading this right, is based on how many stacked Blades of Strength he has. And it consumes them all after the use. Oh, maybe the Stellar Burst doesn't consume them. Alright, let's find out. Looks like the Stellar Burst still consumes and still stuns him at the start of the next frontline turn. Okay, so you can spam Flashing Crimson in an AF burst. He will attack as many times as you can in one turn, and then at the next turn he's going to be stunned. Alright, so during Stellar Burst, instead of Flashing Crimson, I guess it's changed to Silver Shroud. Automatically crits, assuming that he doesn't have any debuffs. Skill strength is improved. MP consumption. Some skills have additional effects. Okay. Executes Fugen Itu Ryu Fuko and Fugen Itu Ryu Unryu. I'm not sure if I pronounced any of those correctly, but I tried. Okay, so basically, if I'm interpreting this right, Flashing Crimson is a very strong attack, which during Stellar Burst can be even stronger, executes a few extra skills, and then at the start of the next turn, he's stunned. And apparently you can't do anything to remove that. I wonder if Tetra can remove it if Tetra was fast enough, or maybe went afterwards, but okay, what else? Okay. At the start of the fight, you get 3 stacks of each already on him, and 5 stacks maxes out the damage, so that's nice. Alright, as long as you have 2 Katana or Fugen Itu Ryu allies, you get Shadow Power, so pair him with basically the cast of Sin and Steel or Katana users. And he likes Shadow Power, so you want to ideally pair him with Shadow characters. And if you care about a 50% damage barrier just to him for one turn, so I guess if he's stunned after a Stellar Burst, then at least he'll have a 50% damage barrier. And it's not one attack, it's one turn. So, well, the entire turn that he's stunned, he'll have 50% less damage. So I guess that's nice. And of course all the extra levels and everything. Alright, that's assuming I interpreted all that correctly. So yay, that was a free Stellar Awakened character. Next, yay. Okay.
Go ahead. Try it.
We have 2 new books. Okay. Thought we just had 1. Alright, True Hero. Must be those 2. Alright, Book of Rooted Spectotois. Spectotois? Spectortus. Ah. Okay, so... Oh, it doesn't... There's no pledges around it. It just simply defeat the memory-rooted Spectortus and clear all pledges. And just no one gets knocked out. And I'm assuming that as we move on in the book, one of these books I think gives Akane's stellar stuff. Alright, let's check the other one. Okay, defeat Nararian with no one getting knocked out again. And there's hard, there's very hard, and I'm sure... Oh, and there's challenge mode. Okay, so one of those probably is the means to get Akane. Normal style. Is she Earth? Should be one of the first ones. There's Akane. Oh yeah, she's level 60, isn't she? There she is. She is fire. I'd forgotten all that. Alright, regular Akane. One of those 2 books should give her, I think her normal style, the ability to Stellar Awaken. which I pull her often. I have 158 light points, so I should be able to immediately get her to her board filled up. But that can probably be the focus of another video, challenging those books. All right, records. We get, as we wait, 10 stones for awakening Senya, and we should have gotten, I think, 30 stones from finishing. Looks like that's it. So I guess there's no campaign going on or anything. So just doing that should result in 40 stones plus whatever we get from the books. All right, so I think that is everything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the follow-up to Sin and Steel, and results in Senya's AS forms Stellar Awakening, which until now had pretty much been the only new character that did not have a Stellar Awakening since Sirius from over a year ago. And we do have the means now to get Akane Stellar Awakened, and I'm sure by completing all that there's probably some type of killer super boss to defeat. Probably Shadow of Karakuri or something like that. So anyway, I hope this video helps. Casual Crono, signing out.